Hi, sunshines. We are live here at Sunshine Paradise Retreat. Welcome. Join me as we do some grounding yoga for back pain relief. It's been a while since we have been live. I've been taking a break, but we are back. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Ashlee Sunshine. I'm a yoga teacher, holistic lifestyle guide, retreat designer, and I am here to guide you in some yoga. And we are going to start with a tarot card reading just to get inspired, and I'm going to channel all of the energy from everybody that's on this live today, and we'll get a collective reading, and then we will use that reading to set up a mantra for our reading to set up a mantra for our flow today. So I hope you all are having a great day wherever you are in the world. Hi, love souls. Thank you everybody for being here. It's such a blessing and an honor to be here with you all. It's been a while. So much has been happening. I know. Hi, Nelson. So much has been happening, you guys. I've been just taking a long break, resting, and I'm back and looking forward to getting back on live here pretty consistently. I don't know if I'll be on here every day, but I'm going to be here pretty consistently back on TikTok live for live yoga. I missed you guys, and I hope y'all are having or had a great week, and happy weekend to you. Thank you, Nelson. Yes, it's great to be here with you all. How is everybody doing? We're going to be doing the flow a little bit differently today. Hi, Lewis. Thank you. Love you too. We're going to do the flow a little bit differently today. So I did pick a selection of 9 yoga poses for back pain relief that I wanted to guide in today's session. And I'm going to structure it a little bit differently just so I can chat with you guys a little bit more and try to answer any questions that you have. So when we get into it, I'll talk more about it. So let's get into this tarot card reading, shall we? Yeah, I'm channeling all the energy from everybody. Oh, one already fell out. Would you look at that? Oh, we got another one. Hi, Nelson, how have you been? Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining. As a reminder, all of these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel as well as to our Sunshine Community subscription on our website for an ad-free watching experience. You can find the links in the bio for that, or you can send me a Service Plus contact request. I will pin it here. Send me your info and I'll send you the links to those as well as any information about offerings that I personally offer. I'm offering one-on-one yoga, meditation, support, and customized wellness retreats for those specifically right now that are grieving the loss of an intimate partner, spouse, or soulmate. So I am niching down on targeting those types of people. So if that is you, you can send me a Service Plus contact request form and I will reach out to you personally with more information about our offerings. Thank you for the chicken, the naughty chicken beeper. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'm great. Yeah, I'm super great, you guys. I'm having a really great day. I attended a meditation retreat last weekend that was virtual, and it was really inspiring and was really great for me to just unplug as much as possible and meditate. It was really nice. So let's get into this reading. Okay, so I pulled the Magician, was kind of sideways. We'll call it sideways. That's the Magician. This is a collective reading for everybody that's on this live. And I pulled, the Devil card, which is kind of a naughty card. It's upside down. I'll just show it to you. It's kind of a naughty card. This one got pulled, but it's upside down. So let's see. I am going to be using ChatGPT to interpret the reading because I personally don't have the cards memorized. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. earthly power. So I am going to be using ChatGPT to interpret this reading for us today. Let's see. Please interpret this tarot card reading I just did as a collective poll on my TikTok live using the energy of everybody that was on my TikTok live. I pulled the Devil card upside down and the Magician card sideways. And on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. ChatGPT is interpreting the reading for us, you guys. Okay. Let's start with the Devil card. I'm gonna block one of the parts of this card because it's a little naughty chicken card. The Devil, reversed though. It was reversed. This is powerful. Collectively, this group is in a phase of releasing old attachments, toxic patterns, or limiting beliefs. The Devil upright is about bondage, temptation, or feeling stuck in unhealthy cycles, but reversed, it's just people in your life are becoming more aware of what holds them back and are actively trying to break free. It's a good sign of detox, cutting cords, or leaving behind what no longer serves you. Lucifer, is that you on the card? Yeah. Okay, let's do the Magician next. I like this card. It's so trippy looking. So the Magician sideways. A sideways card can represent blocked or transitional energy. The Magician is about manifestation, using your skills, and being a conscious co-creator of your reality. Sideways, it shows the group has the tools to create what they want, but there may be self-doubt, scattered focus, or a need to realign their thoughts and actions. It's like the portal is there, but they must commit to using it intentionally. Okay, and then the last card, the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is the underlying energy. The Four of Pentacles can be about holding on too tightly, whether that's money, energy, or old mindsets. It can signal fear of loss, scarcity thinking, or emotional guardedness. Collectively, people may be holding on to safety or comfort zone. But the Devil reversed is encouraging them to loosen their grip and trust that release creates space for abundance. The collective message today, everybody, says that everybody on the live is ready to break old chains, step into their power, and trust in the flow of giving and receiving. To fully unlock the Magician's potential, they'll need to let go of fear and open up to new possibilities. So, did that resonate with anybody? Curious to know. Okay, we're gonna do a collective mantra now. Using that, please give me a one-sentence mantra for this. Okay, our mantra, everybody. I release what binds me, trust my power, and open my hands to receive. Okay? So that's going to be the mantra that we're going to be using as we flow into our yoga. So let's get over there and get into it, you guys. Thanks for being here. How's everybody doing? We're live here at Sunshine Paradise Retreat. We'll be here for a few more weeks, and then I'm actually moving to a different place to get faster Wi-Fi. And then we are moving again, but I will dive into that later. We won't get into that right now. Okay, here, this is the greenhouse. I love this room. I just did a Zoom meeting this morning right there with Evie Pompous, which I freaking love her. You guys, I'm in her mentorship community, and She's been such an inspiration to me on my journey since my boyfriend passed. And so I am so excited and grateful to be in her community. We did a Q&A today on lie spotting lies. All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. I have exciting news also. I'm really excited. Since I saw that comment about let's see the outfit, I am being mindful of the things that I do in my TikTok live because I know that TikTok does flag aspects of this live. So I'm really trying to be careful about certain things that may cause sensitivities with TikTok live. So I won't be standing up to show you the outfit, but I am really excited. Me and my friend are working on making a pair of natural fabric leggings. We officially bought the fabric and we're getting ready into the design and the pattern phase of it. So it's moving forward. I am so excited. I know I've been talking about this for a while. I've been doing TikTok live yoga leggings on TikTok Shop for a while now. I think I started almost a year ago. So once those leggings are done and ready, I will be adding them to TikTok Shop to sell them. So I'm very, very excited to get back into selling leggings. And also I'm just so excited about this new pair that we are designing together because it's going to be something that we're making together. So it's going to be very unique and amazing and beautiful. And yeah, I'm just so excited. Okay. So this yoga flow is for back pain relief. These are the stretches that I have collected over my many years of training that are my favorite. But if you guys have any recommendations for any yoga poses for back pain specifically, or I'm also open to hearing if anybody has any questions or requests for certain yoga poses to target certain areas or pain, injuries. And we won't maybe do it this time, but I can maybe get into it next time or make a live dedicated to your specific injury or request. And then we will be getting into a little sound bath as well. So I have here a couple singing bowls that we will be using for that. So here we are. Hi, Astro. Yes. Yoga poses for plantar fasciitis. That would be foot yoga. Yes, absolutely. I can do a couple of those if we have time, or I might just do a live dedicated to that. So let's get into this. Okay, we're gonna start with a short guided meditation just to center and ground in to the present moment. So if you're gonna be joining us, coming to a nice, comfortable seated position with the legs crossed, hands on the knees, palms facing down for grounding or up for receiving, or you can place the hands into a comfortable meditative mudra. I really like this mudra. I learned from Tibetan Buddhist monks in Nepal. So we're gonna be sitting with a nice and straight spine, okay? And we wanna be center, so we don't wanna be too far forward or too far back. We wanna be right in the middle, right? Center, balanced and present. Sitting with a nice straight spine, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears. Relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. I encourage you to close your eyes, or you can gaze down at the ground if that's more comfortable for you, or you don't have to close your eyes at all, whatever is good for you. And let's tune in with 3 big deep breaths. We'll breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So let's do that 3 times. First time, in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last time, deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Returning the breath to normal breathing. Breathing in and out through the nose if that's comfortable for you. And just taking a moment to scan the body, noticing any tension or sensations, feelings, without judgment or labels, just observing emotions, whatever comes up for you. Just bringing awareness and paying attention. And as we enter into this time together, I invite you to set an intention. This intention can be for yourself or for somebody else, for something you want to manifest in your life. It can be something altruistic. I would like to dedicate this live to everyone in the world that is suffering or going through a challenging time in their life. May they find what they need to overcome whatever challenges that they're facing. I would also like to set the mantra for this flow as we received from our collective tarot poll earlier, which is, I release what binds me, trust my power, and open my hands to receive. And gently opening the eyes. Okay. So does anyone have any questions before we get started? Okay, I don't see any questions, so we'll get into the flow. So for the first pose, we will do, thank you, Astro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you saying that. Okay, so for our first pose, we're gonna start in child's pose, so getting onto the hands and the knees. We're gonna sit back into the heels, open up the knees nice and wide. Reaching the hands forward, dropping the forehead down towards the ground. We're gonna do long, deep breathing here. And we'll be here for about 30 seconds. So really melting into the posture. You can keep the head lifted if that's comfortable for you, or bring the forehead towards the ground. And just focusing on the body, the breath, anything you're feeling without judgment or labels. One more big deep breath. And exhale, letting go of any tension with the breath. Lifting up into tabletop. Sitting back in the heels. Does anyone have any questions? We're gonna be breaking down each posture here, and I'm gonna take moments in between just to try to answer any questions if anybody has any questions in between, just to try to answer any questions if anybody has any questions about any of the poses specifically, or the flow, or if you want to share anything about your experience, I'd love to hear. Hi. Hi, Jay. Good to see you. Hi, Hernan. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today we're doing yoga for back pain. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Okay, this question from Evil Hero. Hi, Carl. The question is, would you ever do bikini yoga live? No, I would not. TikTok would not like that. I would do it like in person, but with all of the violations that I constantly get here on TikTok, I'm not going to be doing any bikini, anything on here. Okay, these questions are not really related to yoga, but I'll answer. From this person, you don't have a screen name. It's just a dot. So asking if my belly button ring hurt, and it was not really, no. I was like 15 when I got it, so don't really remember much. I don't think it hurt though. I had to get it pierced a couple of times though. Ricky asks if I'm single, and yes, I am. Carl, you get a violation. Carl says, sound too risky on TikTok. I get violation for holding a pen. Yeah. That's how it be on here, you know? Gotta be so careful. Hi, Luca. Okay. Great questions, you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna get into our second pose that I have here on the flow chart. So we did child's pose. The next pose that I really like to do to relieve if I'm feeling any back pain is cat-cow pose. Oh, and I also want to say, you know, if any of these stretches do not feel good for you, you do not have to do them. Skip them. Feel free to modify according to your body and your needs. And if always consult your doctor also, you know, physical therapist, whatever, if you have like a serious injury. Okay, so we're gonna get into cat-cow pose now. So we're gonna be on all hands and knees here, tabletop position. And we're just gonna move through a flow here. I like to move breath to movement, but I'll show you slowly how to get into each one of these. So first is you inhale for, what is this? I always get these names mixed up too. Cow. Cow is you're gazing up, slight bend in the back here. I'll try to show you from this angle. So you inhale, gaze up, drop the belly down towards the ground. You can stay here for a couple breaths just to feel into the stretch and get a little deeper stretch here by holding it. So this does help with improving flexibility, mobility in the back and the spine. Every time I do this flow, my back always cracks, and so I love it personally. I love when my back cracks. I have beginner's arthritis in my back, so a lot of the yoga that I do, if you've joined me on here on TikTok Live, is a lot of spinal yoga. And then we're gonna exhale coming into cat. So we're gonna tuck the belly in towards the spine and tuck the chin into the chest as we like arch our back up, or concave I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But pull the belly into the chest. I mean the spine, sorry. I always get those mixed up. And then we want to flow breath to movement here eventually. So you're going to inhale for cow, exhale for cat, inhale for cow, exhale for cat, inhale for cow, exhale for cat. And you can move at your own flow pace here. I like to go pretty moderately slow here, personally, but I've seen some people go really fast. They make it more like a fire breath breathing fast-paced movement, and so just listen to your body, do what feels good for you. So we'll be here for just a few more times, just feeling into the body, into the sensations, into the movement. Using that breath to move through. Inhaling fresh oxygen, fresh life. Exhaling anything you want to rid yourself of, pain, discomfort, stress, anxiety. One more time. And coming back to tabletop. Sitting back in the heels, coming to rest. Does anyone have any questions about that one? I'll try to read some of your questions if you had any while I was doing that. How did that feel for everybody? Did you enjoy that? Evil Hero says, what's my favorite pose? My favorite yoga pose is, oh my gosh, I have so many, but probably frog pose. I really like frog pose. Ricky says, you're so awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. Okay. Mysterious account with the period as a name. Oh, where'd it go? I'm trying to answer these questions, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll up to see your questions. Someone in there said, yoga flow for lower abs. Yes. Yeah, I can definitely do a live dedicated to that. This one is specifically for back pain relief. So we're gonna do poses that stick and align with back pain. But I can definitely, back pain. But I can definitely, make a yoga flow where we do yoga poses for our lower abs, if you're interested. Thank you for your question. These are great questions, you guys. Appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more questions before we move into the next yoga pose? Hi, Benji. Good to see you. Rev, you just had pizza? I would not recommend you do yoga on a full stomach of pizza. The recommended I think it's an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Don't eat anything if you're going to do yoga before. A Trickle Grubber, sorry if I'm not saying your name right, asks, what's yoga about? Is it like stretching or something? Yoga is so much more than stretching. It's a philosophy, it's a way of life, it's a lifestyle, it is morals and values and codes, ethics. But specifically here, we're doing stretching. It's breath work, it's meditation, it's psychology. I mean, there's it's a whole like religion, I guess you could call it, but I don't consider it, I'm not religious. I consider it more of just like a way of looking at life and living your life according to the ethics and codes and guidelines of yoga and what yoga believes. Yeah, it's deep. I know everyone here in America, I'm assuming you're from America, people in America don't realize how deep yoga is. They all just think it's a workout and it's stretching, but it's so much more than that. I received my training in Rishikesh, India, which is where I really learned about the roots. I wanted to go to like the root of where yoga came from, which is in India. M says, there she is, my favorite yoga person. Hi, thanks for being here. Missed you guys. Yeah. I'm not wearing any shoes. Okay, let's get into the next pose. These were great questions. Thank you everybody for being here, and I appreciate you. If you have any more questions, or if like I missed your question, or if you want to know more about my offerings or anything else, you can send me a Service Plus contact form on the bottom left of the screen, and I'll reach out to you personally with more information about our offerings, and I can answer any questions personally that you have for me. Okay, let's get into the next pose. I call these Shakti circles. That's what I heard these ones be called when I was in a yoga class. I don't know if that's like a technical term or if the teacher made it up, but it stuck with me, and I took it and I use it. So we're in tabletop position, and it's sort of similar like cat-cow, except instead of going up and down like this, we're gonna go side, big circles. Inhale to the right first. So we're gonna inhale as we come up, exhale as we come down and around. Big circles. And just find your own flow. Don't worry about what you look like. Yoga isn't made, well, some poses are made to look pretty, but personally, I do yoga because it feels good, not because it's pretty, but it is pretty. I think it's pretty. I think it's it could be a beautiful art form, kind of like dance in a way. So this is just gonna move around the back and the spine, different parts of it, and also the hips. Like I notice my hips will crack here, so I'll really start to like feel them stretching and moving. And again, just tuning into how you're feeling, noticing any sensations that may arise as we move. And then rotate that other direction. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we come down and around. You can close your eyes to go inwards for a deeper experience. Always encourage that if it feels good for you to do that. For some, I know it may not feel safe, so that's okay too. You don't have to. Or if you are, yeah. Okay, last time, big circle here. And coming back to our tabletop, sitting back in the heels, coming to a nice comfortable seated position. So were there any questions about the Shakti circles? Anyone? I'll try to read some of your questions if you had questions while we were in the flow. Hi everybody, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We're here on TikTok Live. We are doing yoga for back pain. So we're going through, I've collected about 9 yoga poses here that are great for back pain relief, and we're doing each posture, and then I'm answering any questions if you guys have any questions in between the postures. Okay, so K2 Celine, are you a Wi-Fi router? Because I'm feeling a connection. That's good. That's good. That's a great question. Very funny, by the way. Okay, don't see. Hi, Jonathan. Jonathan wants to know if pose requests are allowed. Yes. If you do have pose requests, feel free to drop them in the chat. We are doing specifically yoga poses for back pain on this live, so preferably if you have a request, drop it in. You can drop it in the comment section if it's related to back pain, and maybe we can get to it. But if it's not related to back pain relief, you could still drop it in the comments, because I'm open to requests and doing specific lives dedicated to certain yoga flow poses or injuries, tension, you know, that sort of thing. Okay. These questions are not... K2 Celine says, are you Google? You have everything I search for. That's good. That's a good one. User 12348 and a bunch of other numbers asks, what was that you were doing? That was Shakti circles. Evil Hero asks for scorpion pose. Okay. K2 Celine, you're just dropping really silly questions. Okay. We are going to move to the next pose. So we're coming back into child's pose. Tabletop. We're here in table. And the next one that I really like to do is, I call these, also, there's no technical name for this one that I do. I actually got this one from, I can't say it on the live. But this one is my own. So we're gonna move through child's pose as we move back, and we're gonna start with moving in circles to the right. I just call these tabletop circles. Inhale as we come forward, exhale as we come back, dropping the hips down towards the heels. Inhale as we come forward. Exhale as we come back. So as we move forward, we're kind of coming through, this is like a upward dog motion, and then exhaling as we come through a child's pose. So moving at your own flow and pace here. Inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back. And this is really just going to get more spinal mobility and flexibility going in the back in different areas than the other previous postures. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, you guys, and I'll answer them after we get through this pose. And now rotating the other direction. So if you were going right, go left. If you were going left, go right. Inhaling as we come forward and exhaling as we come back and around. And again, just noticing how you feel as you move through the pose, any sensations, bringing awareness to the body, mindful movement. And let's go one more time. And coming to rest on the knees or coming into a comfortable seated position. And I will take questions if you guys have any questions about that flow or anything else. And I'll see if you guys had any questions in the middle of that flow. My phone feels like it's heating up. Hopefully it doesn't turn off. Hi everybody. Hi Hernan. Thank you so much. Hi Frankie. Hi Wonder. Hi Panita. Hi Jay. Thank you. Thank you for those gifts, you guys. Appreciate you. Yes, all of your gifts and donations, subscriptions, all help make this live possible here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, Leitenberg says always barefoot. Yes, for yoga. What are you gonna do, yoga in shoes? No, we don't do yoga in shoes. I mean, you can, I don't. Any other questions before we get into the next pose? Okay, so the next pose we're gonna do is we're gonna get onto our bellies. This one's really good for lower back pain, and we're going to zip the legs together, tops of the feet on the ground. Now, there's 3 different ways that you can do this pose. If this feels good for you, feel free to try all of them, or if there's one that you like particularly, you can do that. The first one's Cobra, and so the hands are just on the ground here. So you're just lifting the chest up. It's a mini back bend here. And you can stay here, do long, deep breathing. The second one, if you want a little bit deeper, coming to rest on the elbows for Sphinx pose. Stay here, long, deep breathing. Or, personally my favorite, if you want a little bit deeper of a stretch, lifting up into seal pose. So coming up on the hands. I like seal pose personally because I have a pretty flexible back, you guys. So I know not everybody is as flexible as me. So please modify according to your needs or injuries. And we'll just stay here, long, deep breathing. Just noticing how it feels to hold the stretch, to breathe, bringing mindful movement into this practice. Noticing any thoughts, emotions, or feelings that arise without judgment or labels. Letting them come and go. I hear so many people will say, oh, I can't do yoga, I can't meditate, my mind's too busy, I think too much, or my mind's too distracted, and then they quit. And I'm like, but the whole point is to just be aware. That is literally the point and intention of yoga and meditation, is to just bring awareness to these things. It doesn't mean you quit. That's the whole point, is to be mindful of the distractions because we're all distracted all the time. We're like squirrels, and we build up practice to it over time. It takes a while. So we'll stay here for one more big deep breath. And exhale, letting go of any tension you want to release with the breath. Coming back down onto the ground. And you're welcome to rest there on the ground, or if you want to come into a comfortable seated position with me as we take questions about that pose or anything else. If anybody has any questions they want to drop into the chat. Hi, Peter. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Hernan. Appreciate your comment saying I have beautiful skin. Okay, K2, your questions are not really related to the yoga, so I'm not gonna say them every time, but I appreciate you and thank you. You have really sweet questions. Carl says, I know someone else on TikTok who was in Rishikesh for yoga. It is a hot spot to go. Yeah, it's that's where it all started, you guys. Evil Hero wants to know, what's the hardest, most physically demanding pose you can do? Probably handstand, scorpion, by far. Scorpion. I haven't done it in a long time because I had a vertigo episode while I was doing yoga, so I've been staying away from going upside down and anything that's too inverted. Rev saying, I'm waiting for the split so I can split. We're not doing the splits today. This is yoga for back pain, so that does not include splits today. We can do that another day. Hi, Thomas and Heidi Omai saying there's my favorite yoga lady. Okay. Great questions, you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. These are really great questions. Feel free to drop a question in the comments at any time, and I'll try to answer it in between our yoga flow poses. Okay, so next up, I have here another great yoga pose to do to relieve back pain is simply sitting in, it's called reclined bound angle. So we're gonna start seated here, and we're gonna bring the soles of the feet in, opening up the knees nice and wide. And we're just gonna gently, I'm gonna rotate this way. Yeah, hopefully you guys can still see me. Okay, and we're gonna come back. So we're gonna start by coming down onto the elbows, and then we're gonna make our way down completely onto the ground. And you can bring the hands to your sides. So this pose is really just, it's a good hip opener and will release tension in the back. And you can bring the hands down to the side or overhead, whatever feels good for you. And we'll just hold it here for a few deep breaths. I know this can be a little tension activating for people that maybe are not as flexible as me in their hips. And so if you need to just close your legs, that's okay too. And just rest here, that's fine. Or if you want to come into a ball, I love the ball. The ball is always a great one to come into. Hugging the knees into the chest, if that feels good. We'll just be here for a couple more breaths. Long, deep breathing. I invite you, if it feels good, to close your eyes and just tune into your body. Notice any sensations that arise for you, feelings, thoughts, without judgment or labels. And we will go ahead and close those knees now. And let's give ourselves a hug. Tell yourself how much you love yourself, hugging those knees into the chest. And since we're here, I will show you another one I like to do. This is really great to give yourself a little self back massage. So you can hug the knees into the chest And you're just gonna go in little baby circles around the spine, around the back. And it gives you a little self back massage here. It feels really good. And you can rotate the other direction. Little baby circles. And resting now, coming to rest in a comfortable lying down or seated position. Okay, I will answer any questions if you guys have any questions about that or anything else. Questions or thoughts, feelings, emotions, experiences? Hi, Mojo. Thanks for being here. Thomas and Heidi's asking, does water make it easier to do the moves? I don't know. I've never done yoga in the pool, if that's what you're asking. I'm not entirely sure about that, honestly. Thanks, Mojo. Mojo says, thanks for the good moves. Husam asks, how do these movements help you relax? That's a great question. So I find that there's different types of yoga that you can do. You can do yoga that is more invigorating and uplifting. That's called vinyasa. And then there's more relaxing yoga, which is more yin and kind of hatha-based, restorative. So the differences between the yoga styles is vinyasa and faster paced. You're moving faster, you're doing more challenging poses. It's more of a workout. You're building up heat in the body. Versus the slower types of yoga, the more relaxing types, are restorative and yin. And they are holding stretches for longer, very easy, simple poses, so you're not really challenging yourself too much. It's supposed to be more relaxing. And so we use more easy to get into postures, and we will not overstimulate our body to create a more relaxing effect. Great question. Thank you. Hernan says I'm a princess. Thank you. Okay, great questions, you guys. Let's get into the next stretch here. The next pose I have on the list is bridge pose, which is another great stretch for back pain relief. So how we set up for it is we're gonna come to lying down, and the feet are about hip width distance apart. Hands are down by the side, palms facing down. Take a deep breath here. Come into the body. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Holding here. Long, deep breathing. If you want a little bit deeper of a back stretch, you can interlace the hands underneath the body. And you can wiggle the shoulder blades together. If that feels good for you and you want a deeper stretch, you can also come onto the toes and lift the hips high as they'll go. Holding here, long, deep breathing. If you need to come down, feel free to come down. If you have your hands interlaced underneath you, releasing the hands, wiggle out the shoulders, and gently dropping the hips down on the ground. Relaxing here, take a deep breath. Resting here, or you can come to a comfortable seated position with me. Okay, any questions about that stretch? Or thoughts or feelings or experiences that you experienced and you want to share with everybody? Hi, Alex. Thank you. Hello, Smash. Welcome to the live. Hi, guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We are live. We are doing yoga poses for back pain relief today. Did you like that pose? Em says that pose was amazing. I like that pose, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you thought it was amazing. Frog pose? Thomas says, can I do frog pose? Frog pose, we're gonna save for a hip opener TikTok live. How about that? We will do a TikTok live dedicated to hip openers. So that one will include like frog pose, the splits. You guys will like that one a lot. Okay, awesome questions, you guys. So for our last pose, we are gonna do happy baby pose. Hi, Ned. Welcome. Ned from Ireland. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, happy baby pose. So we are going to come back down onto our backs. This is a great stretch for back pain relief, you guys. We're doing, all these stretches are great for back pain relief if you're just tuning in. And all these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel as well as to our Sunshine Community subscription for an ad-free watching experience. You can hit the Service Plus button on the bottom left of the screen if you want more information about our offerings, links to our sites, and I'll reach out to you directly. Okay, so we're gonna hug the knees into the chest as we inhale. Grabbing the feet, open up the knees, grabbing the feet in the hands. Open up the legs nice and wide as feels good for you. You can straighten one leg. This is also a great hip opener. Straighten out the other. And you can rotate side to side. This is gonna be a good little back massage on your back. Natural back massage on the spine. We're gonna hold here, long, deep breathing. Just a couple more breaths. And relax, dropping the legs down, coming to a nice, comfortable lying down position and just resting, noticing how your body feels after that, relaxing. This is called Savasana. It's also known as corpse pose. Great resting posture. You can just relax into the body now and just notice how your body feels. Relaxing every muscle in the body. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you want. If you're ready to come out, rotating onto one side. In a fetal position, this is a symbolism for rebirth, because this is how we're born, in the bellies of our moms. And then we use our hands to lift us up, coming to a comfortable seated position. So I will now take questions. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, feelings, emotions, or experiences that you would like to share. Nope, I'm still here. TikTok thinks I'm not here. Oh my gosh, my phone is heating up so much, you guys. I hope that we're gonna end it. So we're ending soon. My phone is very hot right now. Okay, any questions, you guys, real quick before I get into I'll do a little sound bath. We have time, 5 minutes maybe. Hi, Mojo. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate you. Namaste, thank you. Yes. Okay, my phone is heating up quite a bit, and I don't want it to overheat. So we're gonna get into the sound bath. Very short sound bath. So we have 2 bowls we're working with here today. This is the grounding singing bowl. It is tuned to the first chakra energy body system. And then we have here the sacral chakra singing bowl. This is tuned to the sacral chakra. And these are the 2 that we are going to play today. So relax, enjoy these sounds and vibrations, allowing them to relax you. you, everybody. That concludes our TikTok live today. Does anyone have any questions real quick before we end? I will take a few questions if you have any, or thoughts or experiences that you want to share in the comment section. Julian asked 432 hertz. That's a really good question. I personally, let's ask ChatGPT. Yes. What frequency hertz do the grounding, root chakra, and sacral chakra Tibetan singing bowls vibrate at? So they are not scientifically fixed. However, generally, the root chakra frequency is 256 hertz to 396 hertz. And the sacral is 288 hertz to 417 hertz. So it ranges. Great question. Thank you so much for your question. Appreciate you. Anyone else have any other questions? Hi, Joe. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. Appreciate you. Zuck says, how long does it take to learn the singing bowls? How to play them? I've been playing them for like about 5 years. It takes some time to get comfortable playing them. Your kids love them. I can't read your screen name because it's a bunch of stars or like asterisk symbols, which I don't even know how you did that. But I'm happy to hear your kids love the singing bowls. That's awesome. If I had kids, I'd play them for my kids all the time too. Your name is a bunch of asterisks. Cool. How do you pronounce that? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining the live today. I'm Ashlee Sunshine. As a reminder, all these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as to our Sunshine community subscription on our website for an ad-free watching experience. You can find the links to that in our bio here. You can also send me a Service Plus contact request on the bottom left of the screen, and I will reach out to you personally with more information about that, or also my offerings. I'm currently offering one-on-one sessions, virtual yoga, meditation, support, customized wellness retreats for people that are currently experiencing or grieving the loss of a partner, spouse, or soulmate. That is the only clients I'm taking right now are those types of clients. So if that is you, send me a Service Plus contact request form on the bottom left of the screen to reach out to me. Or if you have any other questions or you want to be added to our email list, just send me a Service Plus contact request and I'll reach out to you personally with more information about our offerings and everything else that's going on. We also, I'm so excited, I will just mention this one last time. We have leggings in the works of being made. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Natural fabric leggings designed by me and my friend in the Women's Mindfulness Collective. If you are a woman and you're interested in joining our support group, I invite you. It's free. We meet weekly on Sundays, virtually on Zoom at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, and we meditate together and we just chat and support and talk about whatever we're going through on our journeys in life. And if you want to know more about that, you can also send me a Service Plus contact request form at the bottom left of the screen, and I will reach out to you personally with more information. Yeah, okay, that's about all the time we have for today. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you again for being here, and I'm gonna try to get on here. I won't be on here every day like I was doing before. But I will be on here more consistently several times a week doing this live. And we will be playing around also with like subscription only chat and subscription only video lives as well on here. So I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this beautiful journey that we call life, this crazy ride. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Namaste. The divine light in me honors, sees, and respects the divine light in you. Have a beautiful day.